Hello people, thank you so much for clicking on my video. My name is Arya and in this video I am going to show you how I made Yuna's skirt from Final Fantasy X-2. Let's get right into it. The first thing I always do is Google tons and tons of references. This project will require me to deep dye some fabric. I will use these two fabrics. The blue one is left over from my Yuna cosplay and the white one, wait for it, is a bedsheet. So I did not spend any money on fabrics for this project. Starting with the waistband of the skirt. Since this is leftover fabric, I gotta get creative with how I put everything together. This long rectangular piece was laying around already, so I used it as a pattern to create the belt. I had to cut two identical pieces to create a whole waistband. I pinned these two pieces right sides together and proceeded to sew them. Then I try it out on myself, making sure that I am happy with the length and the width before proceeding. I will now fold the waistband in half and sew it. Now I'm looking for a piece of Velcro in one of my leftover boxes. Perfect! But before I add the piece of Velcro, I am going to make the little dangling strips that Yuna has on her waistband. Using the same leftover fabric, I am going to cut several strips, trying to keep them 1 cm widthwise. Here I am using a white chalk pencil. Then I fold them in half and cut them. Going back to the waistband, I want to make it look like the whole thing is tied up to my waist. To create that effect, I am now trimming both ends of the waistband. Then I am going to sew the strips to these ends one by one. And here's the result. Going back to the Velcro, obviously now I have to cut it to the right size and shape. And the waistband is ready! Yay! Now it is time to start working on the skirt. Here I measured the desired overall size of the skirt. I did some math according to my height, and I cut the white bedsheet into a ton of rectangles that I need to now put together. The sheet was small, so I had to get creative with this part. After hemming the first rectangle, I pinned it temporarily to the waistband to see if this whole thing would work. Yes, this is 90% of my cosplay projects, winging it as I go. You have no idea how happy I was the very first time I tried this on and realizing that it fit me perfectly and it looked great. After I am satisfied, I cut the two other rectangles. I think I lost the footage in which I cut every single rectangle, or maybe I just decided not to record it at the time. I cannot tell. It was a bit of a messy process because, as I said, this was a small bed sheet, so I had to rely on my creativity a lot. But here they are, the pieces of fabric that will soon become Yuna's skirt. And yes, I sat down and pinned every single piece together just to make sure everything fit perfectly and that the length was right. But you know what I'm gonna do now? I am going to unpin it all. Yes, it took me around an hour and a half to put it all together, just for it to last a few seconds. After I am done crying because this took so long to pin and then I undid it like in 10 minutes, I decided to hem all of the rectangles with this nice blue thread. I thought it would look nice with the gradient I will be creating soon. Yuna's skirt has white ruffles at the end of each section. I will be recreating these ruffles with the fabric itself. I am measuring 3 centimeters on one of the sides of the rectangles and drawing a line with my chalk pencil. I will do a straight stitch along this line with the same blue thread I used previously. And here are all the sections of the skirt hemmed and ready to be thrown in a bucket with blue paint. This is the fabric dye I will be using. I got it at a local store. After checking instructions online, I begin the process of preparing the dye. Since I want to create a gradient and not completely dye the fabric, I watched several YouTube tutorials. I will link the 2 tutorials I found the most helpful for this process in the description box below. Just a very quick explanation. You're supposed to only add a little bit of dye to the water, dip your fabric in it until you achieve a very light color. Then you add a little bit more of dye and dip your fabric again, but not all the way in. You repeat this until you have a gradient from light blue to a slightly darker blue. Repeat this process until you have added the entire color powder to the water. As I said, if you're interested in seeing this process, go check the video tutorials I followed. They explain this whole process in more detail. After I am satisfied with the color gradient, I leave my pieces to dry overnight. They're already looking so pretty. The next day I checked them out and oh wow, they're so pretty. This is my first time doing a gradient on fabric and I am so proud of myself. I love how beautiful it turned out. Now it is time to pin all of this to the waistband. This time for real. Look at that! Have I said how pretty I think the gradient looks? Every time you're doing an absurd amount of pinning, I really recommend that you watch a movie or listen to a podcast or an audiobook. It really makes the time go faster. This is one of those things that can become very repetitive very quickly, so watching some YouTube videos while you're doing it is always a good idea. It's so beautiful. I love this so much, and no, I will not shut up about it. Now it is the time for the final sewing session of this project. With the same blue thread and a straight stitch, I sew all the pieces together. And I am done! Here is a quick video of me goofing around with my friends the day we had the Final Fantasy X-2 photoshoot. It was an amazing day. I felt so badass and girly that day. My friend Sailor Ocarina has a whole behind-the-scenes video of this photoshoot on her YouTube channel. Please go check it out. What do you think about my half Yuna skirt? Leave your opinion down in the comments. I hope this video inspires you to make your own Yuna skirt. All the social media of my friends and the photographer are linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more cosplay making content. See you next time. Bye!